I really want everybody I work with to eventually have absolute control of their energy and their emotions and how they transfer that to the horse. One of the things that we worked on yesterday was actually thinking in advance what you're going to do, because, I always describe birds on a wire. There isn't somebody that says, okay, you guys, now we're going to do this and this and this, and then we're going to fly. Birds on the wire, there's some kind of energetic field there that says, everybody come off the wire, right? So one or two or whatever birds have the thought of flying off the wire, and all the other birds respond to that energy. All the other birds pick up on that vibration. So horses do that as well. So we worked on like thinking, stop and go and back up. Thinking that I'm going to just pick a stall real quick. Thinking that, and how the horse can actually start to feel you thinking that, and will start to be more ready in anticipation of what you're about to ask for through your thoughts. Okay, so we were working on stopping, going, and looking for snappy departures, looking for, very responsive stops, and, snappy responses to backing up. And to do that, you really have to have the horse so super in tune with your body language and super in tune with your intentions that it looks flawless. So it looks like birds on a wire, right? When I go to step forward, I want my horse in that exact same lean at the exact same time, because you can't turn a horse into a liberty horse until your horse is actually that in tune with you. If every time you go to walk off and you leave your horse behind, where now you're pulling your horse with you, you're never going to create a liberty horse that way, ever, right? Because your horse got used to being left behind. Or if you ask your horse to come with you and then you have to support by chasing the horse, and causes the horse to squirt through, well, again, you're never going to create a liberty horse. You're going to create a horse that runs away. So you're either going to create a horse that gets left behind and just stands there like, where'd you go? Or you got a horse that's like, ah, and runs off. So we need to make sure that the horse is just that in tune with you. If I go to leave, my horse needs to be here leaving with me. That's the only, so if you're working on a horse to do liberty work with your horse, and you're doing like mirroring stuff or in like kind of leading stuff, like a proper position, stick to my shoulder kind of stuff, you have to make sure that your horse absolutely is in tune with your energy. Lean forward, and until you see her muscle in her shoulder move, you guys are not in tune, right? So when you lean forward, that muscle should flex. When you lean back, that muscle should flex. When you lean forward, that muscle should flex. So we started doing this kind of rock forward, rock back, rock forward, rock back. And then I told her, I said, when you feel that she's connected to you, like say she rocked forward and it was a really good rock forward, you're still going to rock back, and then you're going to try to do that one more time, rock forward and then leave. And that was going to improve the departure. And it did work. And then I think a little bit of it got a little blurred again. And then that's unfortunately when I stepped in and said, because we were trying to find a quitting spot, and I needed a quitting spot for the horse as much as I needed a quitting spot for the person. So I stepped in, and she was kind of, I don't want to say asleep, but she was just very disconnected from the exercise at this point, right? So she's just, because she did a lot of this, but there wasn't a lot of, it stopped being an explanation. It just started just being something, I don't know how to explain that, but it stopped being like we're taking the time to define this to her, and it just started being just something we did. So now I had to like wake her up and say, hey, whatever. So then my energy became more high volume of, come on, let's go, come on, like I'm the teacher at the front of the line encouraging, all the little kindergartners to stay in line and let's go, we're going for recess. So like, come on now, come on, let's go. So I had to get her in that frame of mind of, oh, all right, and then once she was, at first she kind of like squirted through a couple times. She, her breathing dramatically changed because now she was so hyper alert of what I'm asking of her and wanting to properly respond. And then once she realized, okay, but there's a sweet spot. So you can't just come in and scream the volume and then never have a spot where it gets turned down for them to find. So that's your sweet spot. So like, if I go to leave and she doesn't come with me, I'm not, it's kind of, I say zero tolerance, but I have to find a better word for that. But like I have there's no room for delay. So if she doesn't automatically move when I move, I'm going to encourage her forward. And when I encourage her forward, I caused her to get, oh my God, and she'd keep up or run past me. And then when she run past me, I have to do something about that. And then once she got right where she was supposed to be, that volume gets turned right down. Why? Because of how loud I had to get her attention again. I want to make sure that whoever I allow to get really loud also knows how to go right back down to a 2 of, okay, now we're just going to walk, right? But like, there's this, and then and you have to be able to turn it on and off, like quick. It's like a light switch. And while I'm teaching people, I let them stay in kind of the 0 to 5 zone. I don't really let people get over 5 with their volume, because I spent so much time teaching people from 6 and up is too loud, and I need to tell people to stop being that loud, because a lot of people are just naturally that loud because they think they're in charge of the horse. So they're, naturally jerky and pulley and yanky, and I don't want people being like that. So if I spent a lot of time telling people to be quiet, I'm not going to let them be loud until I know that they have control of their volume.
All right. That way.
Yep. So let's just say hypothetically you're in front of her.
Okay.
Okay, and you want to tell her, hey, we're going to go this way. Now you can just wave her like a regular, okay. Yep. And then point this way so she knows that you're expecting her to go this way. Yep. Yep, there you go. Oops. And you could kiss in this case, so she knows to move her feet.
Okay.
Yep. There you go. Good. So much better than yanking them around. And eventually it'll just be like a solid, she'll respond very quickly. Ask her to catch up. So now, this is going to be the most important part. You cannot go to Liberty with a horse that doesn't know where they're supposed to be. Yep, there you go. Go ahead and hoe. She might squirt right past you. It's okay. Send her back towards that stall. Send her back towards that stall. You stay right where you are. You're going to send her to like zigzag her. Send her back towards.
Send her and then kind of pull her back, kind
of. Yeah, and then so your body. So yeah, well, no.
Okay.
So say she passes you.
Okay.
Now your body's gonna come alive, and you're gonna spin her around in front of you, send her that way, spin her around, and then you're gonna come relax when she gets back where she's supposed to be.
Okay.
But your body's gonna be like, no, you passed me, no.
Okay.
So this way she'll learn that was the right spot to stop at. So right now you can't do it too exaggerated because we had a pause, and allow her enough room to go past you. Because when you don't allow her enough room to go past you, she has no choice but to come up on your back like that.
Okay.
So you make sure you send her away.
Okay, so send her.
Then so once her tail passes you, then bring her back. Okay. But it's kind of aggressive is not the right word. It's very
assertive,
animated.
Oh, animated. Okay.
Right. It's so she feels like she's been spun out and brought. So you're almost gonna like fling her that way and then fling her back. You want her to believe she's been sent away in a hurry.
Okay.
And brought back in a hurry. And when she gets right where she's supposed to be, all that energy ends.
Okay.
That's the important part, is being alive that entire time, and then there, give her a rub. Go ahead, send her past again. Go ahead and send her past you. So we're going to keep doing that until she understands.
Okay.
So this is going to be very repetitive. Yep. Change hands.
Oh.
Yep.
So I want to send her this way.
Yep. Let her body kind of get past, and then you can turn her head back. Send her all the way like you're sending her into that stall. Make her think she's supposed to just keep going. Allow the drift in the line. Bring her back. Good, and go relax when. Yep. So be careful that you don't do it too soon, and then change it on her, so she won't understand that became very gray right there. So let me give you a quick example.
Okay.
Let's see. She'll probably. Well, right here's here. Okay, so let me make her do it wrong.
Okay.
I hate to say, let me make her do it wrong. She'll make the mistake. Ho. Or not. Ho. 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 Almost. You almost got it.
I say she was really close. She tried.
Ho. Almost is not going to be good enough, unfortunately.
Yeah. Because then she thinks that's the right answer.
It just creates too much of a gray area.
I could see effort in her. Like, okay, she's
going to get it.
And she did the very next time.
And that's the important part too, is a lot of times people think, oh, that was good enough, but yet the right one was next.
Yeah.
Right? So if you quit on good enough, it's not going to be good enough. Good. Ho. Ho.
And she even knew that where she stopped wasn't right, and she moved up one more step.
Right. So now she's sorting it out. Right? So it's fun watching their brains work. They're like, okay, I know there's a spot where she's going to let me stop and lick and chew. I know there's a spot where she's going to let me lower my head, but I just got to find that spot. Like she's very at attention right now, which I like that departure. Ho. Ho. And you have to touch her because it went from really intense to very quiet. She's going to start going, was that really it? And then she'll start to leave again because she'll be so unsure that she got the right answer that she'll try to find another. So I'm going to just have you replace me just so that I'm not going to bring her to you. Okay. I liked her departures.
Yeah.
Those are nice. I think because snappy departures are also going to be snappy changes of gait. And when you start working at Liberty, you want to go like this and your horse go, yeah, with you. You don't want to go like this and then be like, hey, where are you at? You know, because then that's you're not connected. So that was beautiful. Those two departures she had were, they were of kind of a high alert type departure, but she'll learn to settle into that being correct in the immediacy of it without it being like a panicked experience.
She didn't have to be fast. She just had to start moving.
Well, and she didn't trot, so a snappy, walk off is okay, Okay. All right, go ahead.
All right, ready?
Yep, don't let her stay there. Don't let her stay there. Don't let her stay there. There you go. Okay, stop at this next cone.
Oh.
And try to make the hoe in your body more than pull. Yeah, and give her. See how she's high attention. Touch her. Okay. We want her. So when she comes into that, and she looks like this, we want to help her relax as fast as possible. Not obviously, you're not going to swing and smack her.
Yeah.
But you're going to want to try to get there to say you can relax. It's okay. Because I don't want my horses to stand here like this for too long because they're holding their breath.
Okay. All right.
So if you want, how you can snap this up for you is take your hand that's got the extra rope and go like this at the same time.
Okay.
Just so that she feels there's support going to be offered. If she doesn't, and then if she doesn't, like give yourself enough, like when you do that,
leave myself enough.
Leave enough to still go like that.
Okay.
Right. So don't go like this and then have nothing left and you only drop it behind you. So go. And if she doesn't see this, then you're already ready to say, hey, because you were able to leave her almost a full horse length.
Okay.
I want her to be like when you move.
Okay.
Okay. Hand forward, body change, and then be prepared to throw it behind you if she doesn't come with you.
Right.
You should be able to feel right away. Her head will pop up when she's getting ready to come with you.
All right. Ready?
Good. Wiggle her so she's too far ahead of you. Ho.
Oh.
Oh. Good. And touch her. Good. See, gives her a chance to lick and chew, gives her a chance to start breathing again. because that's very intense. She might even start yawning already this early. Okay, so we're going to work on our departures and our stops.
Okay.
And then trying to stay together between, right?
Okay.
Because I know it would be cool that would be like an aspiration for you to want her to be your Liberty horse. But if we can't get that window closed, we're not going to be able to make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yep. And without understanding, too, she'll be the horse that runs away, not the horse that stays with you. And ho.
Oh.
So try not to do it where you swing because right now, remember, we're swinging a rope at her.
Okay.
So when you fling your arm back in that hoe, it feels like you're throwing a rope at her still, right? So when you go hoe like that, it feels like you're going to punch her in the ribs or something. That's why she's doing this.
Okay.
So hoe, just if you are going to do it where you're going to make any kind of rope, remember, you're not going to have a rope when you're at Liberty, so you want to try to figure out how to not do it with your rope. But throw your rope down. Okay. You know, like those jumping jack things or whatever, the firecrackers.
Oh,
where,
yeah.
You know, or no, the ones that don't actually, you don't light them, but you throw them on the ground and they pop.
Puppets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So imagine that's what but you're doing it right in front of you.
Okay.
Don't throw your rope behind you like that. Okay.
All right. So, all right. Pay attention.
You can kiss for go if you want. Okay. That's fine.
Okay. Ready?
There's better. Yes, there. And the kiss worked.
All right. Ready? Ready?
There. Nice. Good. Stop at this next cone.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Ready? Ready?
Not bad. Get her caught up. Okay, there you go. Stop at this next cone.
Oh. Oh.
Good. So the mechanics of you stomping your feet is the first time you did it at the original hoe. That is my cue to tell them to stop.
Okay.
So now try to remember to do that. Because that's the first time you did it when you were trying to hoe. Okay. And try to remember the way.
When I tried to hold my hands like not as much move them. I tried to.
Yeah, so that's my cue to stop usually. Okay. Like I rock back and then this means we're stopping now. Okay. Just like the same with when I'd stomp on the mounting block. So I usually do go where I make it like my right heel will make a stomp for sure. Okay. My left one may not make a big one, but my right one always makes an audible. They should be stopped by the time they hear that. Okay. So use that as your cue to hoe, just like this is your cue to go. Okay. So that way because we're trying to think about when we lose the rope. Okay. We don't want her reliant on this being the hoe, and we don't want her reliant on this being, on this being the go. Okay. If you can keep her up with you, go ahead and stop at that cone.
Okay. Yes, Missy. Hello. Hello. All right. Come on. Are you ready? Ready?
Oh. Yep. It's okay. Yep. 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 Oh. We're going to do the same thing at the very next cone. So I want a snappy departure to get there. Okay. And there's a little gray here. Do you see where you're positioned and where she's? So
yeah, she could be a little.
She could be one more forward for sure. Okay. So we're gonna everything's got to be actually that critical. Okay. Otherwise, we're just not going to teach it to her.
Okay. Why did she startle that time? Was it
because it was the first time you were very animated on your stop? Okay. Like your whole body did the stop, and you did it kind of in a. you know. So she was like, whoa, it just startled her. That's all.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Yep.
Oh.
There you go. Good. Yep. Invite her up nicely.
One more.
Yep.
There you go. Right there. Good girl.
So this is where it's like to balance your energy. So this is where you're like, you're intense about something, and then, how uptight she got, right? So then it's like being able to like take your hand and act like you're just going to brush her with a feather, right? So that way she can feel the huge difference in the energy of work and the energy of I did a good job.
Okay.
Okay.
Get her exactly.
Anytime your body is animated, she should be searching for an answer.
Okay.
Anytime your body's relaxed, she should be allowed to cock a leg like that, and she should be allowed to just chill. Okay.
Good girl.
Okay, so it's all the mechanics of, yes, you should be able to startle her into a stop, that it's the total surprise, but I'd rather your body sort of tell her in advance.
Okay.
Like that's before, when she was thinking about it, it's because I could see you were thinking about it.
Okay.
So I want her to feel you thinking about it. So
Okay.
I don't want her to stop before you're ready, but you can go, like you have this, we're going, and then you can start to straighten up.
Okay.
And as you're starting to straighten up, that'll clue her in that something about it to happen, but she's not supposed to change anything yet. And then ho.
Okay, so it's not as much of a surprise on her.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bark is always a surprise sound,
Okay.
so ho. But to make like the whole
She
body
should be
language shouldn't be
expecting it.
such a surprise.
Okay.
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 All right.
All right.
Snappy departure.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Wait. I'm going to say that I need you to look more like it's an upright lean forward. What's happening right now is it's a kind of
Downward. Okay.
You're kind of doing that. So it has a different feel to it. It has more like a cat in the grass kind of feel to it, which would keep her from wanting to be with you.
Okay.
So it's still forward, but it's a upward forward.
Okay.
Like you're like you just launched out of a chair.
Okay.
Okay. Try that.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Yes. Stop at this next cone.
Oh.
Good. There it is.
Good girl. And you didn't move your back feet that time.
Okay. So I need to take the slow motion piece out of that because
On the beginning? Or
yeah,
the
because you
end?
go like this first.
Okay.
So it's still creepy.
Okay.
Still predatory like, you
Okay.
know. So you just want to just be ready to go.
Okay.
She should be following your body. So this kind of still feels like I dare you to move,
Okay.
right? Like again, that's still very cat in the grass. Even though you do then go from that to launching up, but there's
Okay.
that little like moment of slow motion
Okay.
that I want to take away.
Okay.
It's cone.
Up.
Up.
Over. Over. Over.
Good.
Good girl.
So what do you think kind of went wrong there? Did you feel what went wrong?
I'm not. No, not exactly.
So you stopped, and when you stopped, your hand was way up here
Okay.
with the rope in it.
Okay.
So that's how you hoed her. I want you to hoe her in your body,
Okay.
not like this.
Okay.
Stop at the next cone.
Oh.
Good.
Over. Over.
Good.
Good.
Okay. What you just did is perfect. Okay. So she felt you thinking it. And then when you stopped, she felt the abruptness of the necessary of the abruptness.
Yeah.
And she was in good enough position that she only had to over. She didn't have to do any of the other zigzag stuff. So I tried to take the slow motion out of you, but I don't want it to be like you ran off without her either.
Okay.
Right? So I'm trying to find that, how to get you to find that spot
Happy
where
medium.
it's just, where it's like,
Back. Back. There you go. That's perfect.
you ever sit down to dinner and you forgot to get like the ketchup
Okay.
and you're like, oh shit, I'll get that.
Yeah.
Right? You don't run, you don't, you're like, oh man, I'll go, but you
Yeah.
also don't go, I'll go get the, so it's just kind of like, oh yeah, I forgot the ketchup.
Okay.
Is that gonna, do you think that's gonna trigger the,
I think so.
okay.
Yeah.
Because we're doing kind of, we're like on this extreme and this extreme now.
Okay.
So I need you to
Find the middle.
find the middle.
Okay.
Where it's just kind of a, I want to do this quickly kind of feeling in your body, but yet not a
Okay.
scare her into it, like, because you're
Okay.
still leaving her behind because now you're running off. It's okay. I'm trying to figure
Yeah.
out the best way for it to connect for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
And don't forget to put your hand forward. So it's all kind of a, like, oh, wait a minute, I'll go get that ketchup. It's
We're done talking.
give
now.
her that sensation that it's like, we gotta go, but yet don't
Okay.
leave her behind.
Yes. Hello. Thank you. All right. You ready?
Yes. Yep, tell her to catch up though. She started to leave with you, but then she fell behind. Stop at this next cone.
Oh.
See how your hand went up? Your
Yes.
hand went up in anticipation of having to do that. That's why your hand's doing that. That's the second time you did it way up in the air like that. Okay.
Sure.
So we don't want that. Remember, we're throwing things down on the ground.
Yes. Okay. I don't even feel it go up in the air.
No, because you're anticipating doing this.
Okay.
So, because that's exactly what you just went right into after.
No thanks. Right there was fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. There we go. All right.
Lot to think about. It's weird when you're like, just for leading a horse, I've got all this stuff to think about, but to do it to where you're planning on turning it into a liberty,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, yeah, I get it. I get that the basic is very simple. Like it's simple, but it's not.
Right. Yeah. Oh no, there's a lot to think about it
Yeah.
to make it so that it makes sense to your horse.
Yeah. All right.
Try thinking it in advance, but thinking the going, not the mechanics of what my body's
Okay.
going to say.
Okay.
Think of the going forward and see if that doesn't help her so she can pick up on
Okay.
that thought.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yep. She's connected there.
All right. Ready?
Yep. And she's connected there. She thought you thought stop. Go ahead and think stop now.
Oh.
And your hand did go up, but I think you felt yourself do it, right? Did you feel it that time?
Good girl. A little bit.
I
Yeah.
feel like you caught yourself like in mid,
Yeah.
right? So you're just doing it unconsciously in preparation to the next thing.
Yeah.
Good.
And she's trying. Like I can see that. Like she's
Yeah, no,
trying
and when
really,
I
really, really
said
hard.
think it,
Yeah.
she saw you think it. Like horses can
Yeah.
pick up on your thoughts, just like birds on a wire. You know,
Yeah.
they all leave together. There's something that's happening to make them all leave together,
Yeah.
right? So they can pick up on your thoughts. So I use my thought a lot more than I use my physical body. And if she's feeling you going through all the mechanics, she's not like, if you're just thinking about, okay, so I'm gonna, then she's gonna just kind of hang out,
Okay.
right? But if you're like, go, she's gonna pick up on the, I'm planning on moving forward. So there was the moment where I said she connected.
Yeah.
I saw her eye connect to your thoughts. And then that's why you were able to take off, but she fell behind. So then that's the only thing is you want to be like, where are
Well,
you?
I was saying she caught up really quickly too.
Mhm.
Like I think that was the one she caught up on her own before I even really moved her.
Might have been.
I was gonna say I think that's when she like right away was like, oh yeah, I need to get caught up a little bit.
Yeah, like she's absolutely not connected right now. But then when you start thinking about going forward, your body's she's gonna feel that your thoughts are gonna come into your body.
Okay.
And that's why they can pick up on your thoughts, because your body starts to make those changes for the next thing that you think. So it's funny because like if you think about going, your body will start doing it, and that's before you've even commanded your body to do anything. So they pick up on that. As long as now you don't have a big delay between the thought and then the doing,
Okay.
you'll be able to get connected.
Okay.
She did. That was the first time I saw her connect, and then she connected to the hoe. Also over here, she felt you think it there because you were preparing for when you're going to. So she felt you thinking about it. That's why she, rocked back like, ooh, maybe we're going to stop here. Okay, go ahead and see if you can kind of add a lot of non-mechanical thinking and just the thinking, if that makes any sense. She should feel you planning to go. Almost like, like when you're sitting at a starting line and the person next to you could see their muscles twinging in that anticipation of going forward. I want to see her muscles with that same anticipation of going forward with you. And that's how you're going to know that you're connected. So go ahead and stop at this cone again.
Oh. Right there.
I'm going to have you practice pretending to leave and see if you can get her muscles to react with yours.
Okay.
So pretend like you're going to leave and see if you can get that shoulder to flex.
Okay.
And I'm even okay with you being a little bit behind at first, just so that you can watch this. I want you to watch this muscle right here,
Okay.
because you're going to see.
Like she knew exactly what you just said. She's like, I'll help.
So rock forward like you're going to leave and watch that muscle and see what that
Okay.
muscle does. So you're going to put your hand forward just slightly. So
Okay.
you're going to give her the impression that we might. And I do this exercise with my horses too, where I'll be like, nope, not leaving. Nope, not leaving. So that way they know also to be so in tune with me that I haven't taken a step.
Okay.
I just lean forward.
Okay.
Like it. And she's like, I'm pretending there's a fly. So go ahead and make her put that back.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
We don't need another creeper. And now you went backwards. Right there.
Good girl. Okay. So go ahead and ask her to just rock forward and rock back.
Okay.
There? Yes. Yes. And rock back.
Okay.
Give her the impression you're going to back up. Rock back. Get her to rock back. So ask for help with the wiggle on the rope, not pulling on her. There.
Yeah.
Good. And rock forward. Yes. Rock back. It's okay that she's getting a little confused there. Rock back. Not with the rope. Don't use the rope.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the only bad habit you have, everybody
Okay.
has, but is using the rope for that kind
Okay.
of stuff, for the stopping stuff. So I want you to just rock forward.
Okay.
Keep your hand, I want you pin your elbow to your hand, to your side.
Okay.
Rock forward. Bounce back. Good? Yes. Give her a little bit more feel backward. Wiggle on the rope a little bit. Say, hey, there you go. Rock forward. Yes. Rock back. Wiggle. Wiggle. Yep. Rock forward. Yes. Rock back. There it is. Good. Now that's a cool feeling, right? To have that much
Yeah.
of an in sync. You can do that at a standstill or in a gait. I want her that in tune to you.
Okay.
So maybe, I don't know how you can make, because you did a good job. So I don't know how you can make that connection of making her rock forward on your intended departure, because that's how's going to get her up and over that knee enough to bend it and go.
Okay.
But if she's not even, she's just hanging out and you leave and she hasn't even come alive enough to rock forward, then she's definitely going to be behind.
No, we're not playing with the
So
phone right
if
now.
you want, you can, to kind of get you guys in sync, you can do this rock forward thing and then go.
Okay.
So she's already up and prepared.
Okay.
Because like if she's like this, she's not prepared to go anywhere.
Yeah.
So she's always going to be left behind. But if you give her impression in your body, which is what you're doing by making her rock forward and rock back, you're like, haha, just kidding. Haha, just kidding. When you do that, then she can
She'll be ready to move.
she can become alive enough that leaving, isn't going to be hard for her.
Okay. Okay.
So you got to get to where you, like literally, she's rocking over her knees, she's rocking behind her knees, she's rocking over her knees, she's rocking behind her knees.
Okay. I know. There's one fly. There's one.
And then once you think that you guys are in tune there, yep, back, yep, good, forward, yep, back, good, there it is, forward, yep, back, good, forward, yep, there it is, back. See how her head dipped and ready in preparation to go? Good, yep. So your back needs a little work, but your forward's getting a lot better. There you go. Back. Don't stop wiggling. If you're not getting your rock, then you got to stay with it till she does it, or she's not going to get it. Yep. 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 Stay wiggling until she actually, I want to see her front end. I don't care what her back end's doing. I want to see her front end rock forward and back. Rock back, rock back, rock back, rock back. There, rock forward. Yes, rock back. And I'm glad she took that step because she fell behind. Yep, get her back. Okay, so did you see how that backup step was a very upright backup step? I want to see this.
Okay.
So when she did that backup step, she was just in an upright position and she just put her foot back. So I want to feel like she's believing
leaning
forward, leaning back, leaning forward, leaning back. Like and she can have split legs. That's fine because then she has some place to rock too. But I want to feel her go. Are we going? Oh nope. Oh, we're going back. Oh nope. I want to feel her. See how she just leaned. You lean forward just the ittiest bit, and she followed that.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how in tune they can get. Go ahead and rock forward. Good. Rock back. I don't want to see your hand so I don't want to see your hand where I want to see you still telling her when your hand's still in front of her chest.
Okay.
So I don't want to see your hand come back already to her shoulder before you start wiggling. I want, as soon as you think rock back, as your hand would naturally start to approach her chest, be like, hey, you haven't listened to me. Okay. I've already rocked back this far, right? I don't want your arm to move. So you're forward, bless you, rock back.
Sorry.
Forward, rock back.
Okay.
Okay.
I
so
was too far back.
Yeah, way back. Okay. Yeah. Let me borrow her for a second. So I want to see you warn her right. I want to see you warn her right here. So
Okay.
Rock forward, rock back. Rock forward, rock back. Rock forward, rock back. So I want to see her kind of going, huh, oh, wait, are we gonna go? We're gonna go? No, we're not gonna go. I want to see that, and she's not doing it in a panicked way. She's doing it in a responsive way. Okay. You're not like making her anxious.
Yeah,
but you're definitely.
She looks very calm.
You're definitely gonna give her the impression that she's, and I'd even like it a little more exaggerated. There, that's nice. And a lick and chew would be nice right now, only because it'll say, all right, there really wasn't a whole lot to that. And there she wants to put her head down, so that's okay too. Because this is a lot of concentrated stuff, and the concentrated stuff twists their mind up a little bit. And can very, like, you know, they're looking for a way to let down off the adrenaline that creates. So she's got quite a knot right here. You're okay. You're a good girl. Yeah. All right.
All right. So.
Yep. 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 No, you're trying to pull. Look at you trying to pull.
Yes.
No pulling.
Back.
Good. Yep. Yes. Next time leave. Okay. So first you rock, now go. All right, well, that's okay. I didn't say it fast enough. Stop. Rock forward. Rock back. Rock back. Don't stop. Once you're asked, yep, rock forward. Rock back. Don't stop wiggling. Rock forward. Rock back. Rock forward. Rock back. Next one, we're going to go. Rock forward. Go. Rock forward. Rock forward. Rock back. Next one, we're going to rock forward and go. And go. There you go. Good. Stop at this next cone. Same thing.
Oh.
Good. Yep. Good. Rock forward. Yep. Rock back. More. Yep. Rock forward. Yep. Rock back. There. That was nice. That was nice. She was ready to leave with you. Next one we will if she does that again. Yep. There it is. Good. Rock forward. Rock back. Yep. Mean it. Yep. Rock forward. Yep. Rock back. Rock forward. Rock back. Okay, leave on the next one. Good. There you go. There it is. Good. And make your hose kind of a little more startling because she kind of rocked. She kind of like rolled into the hoe.
Okay.
Okay, go stop at this one.
Hoe.
There we go. Yep. I want her to be kind of startled into it.
Over. Right here.
So you're slightly ahead of her already, so it's going to make it a little hard for you to watch her shoulder. Okay. Good. Go ahead and rock forward. Mm-hmm. Nope, she's not with you, so tell her to do something about it.
Hello.
Put your hand forward so she knows. There you go. Rock back. Yep. Rock forward. Yep. Rock back. Yep. Rock forward. Rock back. Get your rock back. She didn't rock back.
Oh.
I want it obvious. Yep, rock forward. Yep, that's a nice rock forward, rock back. There you go. Okay, rock forward, rock back. This is going to be a good one here. Rock back. Yes. And next one, you're going to leave if she rocks forward nice with you. Nope, we're not going to leave on that one. Yep. Next one we'll leave if she rocks forward nice. There you go. Good. So now I want you to make it your own gauge. We'll stop at the next cone. Make it your own gauge on your rocking.
Oh.
Good. Good.
Good girl.
And I almost want to see her kind of go, huh, right? I want her to kind of have that, oh, I better stop feeling. So it was not as lazy as it had been, but it was not as sharp as I'm looking for.
Okay.
That one was as sharp as I was looking for.
Okay.
So I want to feel her go, oh,
Okay.
into that stop.
A little more dramatic on her side.
Yeah, I want the drama on her side, not on yours.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to let you choose your rocking forward.
Okay.
As far as which one you depart on.
Okay.
Good. Make sure you feel, yep, there. She has to rock all the way behind her knees. There you go. Yep. Good. Yep, there you go. Good. Yep. There. That's the backup that's the rock back I'm looking for. Yep, there. And I would have left on that one too. Good. Okay. Let me just do a few things with her real quick, and then I'm gonna, because we gotta find it
clear.
Yeah, we gotta find a little bit of a quitting spot, and sometimes it gets blurry again. Oh. Good. Good. So like it's okay to reach out when you've had to take up the energy and they need to be told, no, you don't have to go any faster. But you have
Just to kind of take the fire out.
Yeah, to just tell them, hey, you're doing good, you're doing good. Hope. Excellent. Good. See, even though she didn't just run around the track 3 times, look at her breathing. And that's just because I took up the energy enough to make her want to know what I'm all about, right? I want to make sure that you keep trying to create the attention on you that's so sharp that when you step, she steps. When you back up, she backs up. And that she's ready for that. But then if you have to turn up the volume, which is going to cause an over-exaggeration, so like when she ran forward, instead of letting her get too far out of the way, I had to fix it right away. So it's like being prepared to always fix her over-corrections. And then like when there were a couple times I was able to hoe her by throwing the rope in front of her, the excess rope.
Yeah.
And that helped her. Or when she wasn't backing up properly, that helped her. And what happens is if we give them too much snooze time, too much laziness, well then my fixing it has to be even louder than it would have been.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's why I had to get kind of bigger about my corrections. She'll get to the point to where like every move you make, she's going to be at attention. You know, like when I take him out, he's at attention. He's not just like, you know, and if he does, I'll do something deliberate to be like, you should have been paying attention, right? Like I'll like take off in a canter and then, you know, he's in trouble that he didn't keep up. Like her breathing dramatically changed, right? And it's not because I just ran her, you know, her breathing changed because I became kind of this scary thing in the room, right? And she's not afraid of me, but the need to know what I'm going to do next was important to her. Okay. I'd let her go have some hay. She's going to be so far behind these guys as far as before they go out.
You want to go eat? I know we said ball, but I think you want to eat.
I mean, you can play with the ball for a minute. That's fine. If she wants to, she still shows an interest.
Where do you want to go?